Hi everyone, it's Donnie from Diamond Painting by Donnie. I probably should just change my name to Diamond Painting with Donnie because I always say with Donnie. So anyway, I have a drill with me that I'm going to do today. I know it's been over a week since my last one, but I am just trying to get everything figured out with organizing and whatnot. And that seems to be always what I'm saying, but yeah, that's what this is. So there's a couple of things I just wanted to share with you, and then, you know, updates and whatnot. And then I'm going to answer a tag that's greatly overdue because it was tagged to me a while ago and I just haven't gotten around to doing a drill with me since then. So, let's see. So I did go to Michael's, and I went, that was yesterday, and I went to Walmart the day before. I showed you the stuff I got at, when I went to Walmart, but I did forget to show, because I put it away already, that I finally got myself white duct tape. So that'll help with coordinating colors a lot when doing my framing with duct tape. And of course, duct tape there is only 3 something, and they seem to be getting more choices on designs. Hold on, I dropped a bunch of stuff. Okay, and if you're in the group, in my Facebook group, you'll see that I did get a new diamond painting at Michael's, and this is what I got. Ooh, I wanted to, you know, something Halloween-y. And this one is a full drill, so that'll be fun. And it's a 50 by 50, I think. No, it's a 60 by 60. It says fabric size 60 by 60. So it's almost 2 feet by 2 feet. Yeah. Now, the thing is, this was $28. But I only paid $11.20. And Teslin. She doesn't feel good. She's been sick the last couple of days. So, I'm sick today. Yeah, you're sick today. She doesn't feel good at all. She wants to be in here with Mama. So the way I got it for $11.20 is because I went and looked at their app because I was looking for their coupons when I went in the store, and right there on their website, it says that they take competitor coupons. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just got a Joann's coupon for 60% off. So I used that. And then I did a separate transaction, and I was able to get another one of these. Hold on. I got a kid in one arm, so I got another one of these. Craft Mates Lockables that hold 50, let's see, 56 slots in here. I know, baby. Go drink your stuff that Daddy brought you, okay? Let me put you down. Okay, hold on. And those are normally $20 in the store. I don't know what they are in your area, but they're $20, and I used the 60% off coupon, and I got it for $8. Yeah. And that, you cannot beat that price for one of those. $8. That was awesome. I also got a new thing because my washi tape shelf that I have is full. And I've got more washi tape coming, but I'll insert a picture here of my washi tape shelves that I have. I hope I remember to take the picture. Here's the picture if I have it. And then I picked this up and put in all my washi tape. It's a portable washi tape these things come off. They're Velcroed on. Okay. So it's really cool. And this is normally just $15, but I got it because I didn't want to do a third transaction, but I really would have loved to have gotten 60% off. There was another coupon that I used on top of the Joann's coupon that it was 20% off your entire purchase, even sale items. It didn't count clearance, but it counts sale items, but it also won't count any item that you used a coupon on already. So I didn't get any additional off of the lockables, but I got 20% off of everything else that I purchased. So all in all, see, I got the washi tape bag. Oh, I got some stencils because when I mail out my drill pins, I like to put Fragile on there, and my handwriting is so icky. So I thought I'd get myself some stencils, and I finally found some to be able to put that on there neater. And I got 20% off that. So this was only $3, but I got it for $2.39, and then the lockables was $8. And because I got 20% off of the washi tape bag, that was only $11.99. And then I got something that was on clearance, and I'll show you that in a minute. So I didn't get anything off on that, but that was $4. So all said and told, with all the stuff that I just told you about, plus the diamond dots, it cost me $37.56 for all of that. I mean, the lockables and the diamond dots alone would have been $48. So I was just really thrilled that I thought about and saw that and put two and two together about using Joann coupons, because, you know, they put out the 60% off coupons more often than Michael's does. So just an idea for those of you who are waiting for a better coupon from Michael's. Keep an eye on Joann's, because you don't have to wait so long. Plus, you can use a Michael's coupon in addition to a Joann's coupon on a separate item. So, just a little bit of crafty money-saving tips there. And I was going to do my updates and let you know that Teslin is sick. She's only been to school 2 days this week, or last week, and then they had today off because this is the day that the teachers get together and figure out what class each student is going to be in, and they called me and let me know which class she's in, but I don't think she's going to be able to go to school tomorrow because she's really warm. I mean, I checked her temperature and there was no fever, but yesterday, all day, she couldn't keep anything in her stomach at all, not even water. It was horrible. And we took her into the doctor, and they gave her some, what's it called? This is the generic name for, starts with an F. It's ondansetron, and ondansetron. It's just for nausea. They give it to you a lot in the emergency room and stuff. And the word is on the tip of my tongue. I just cannot think of what it is. I keep wanting to say fentanyl, but that's not it. That's a pain medicine. It's, yeah. Anyway, so we gave her, gave that to her last night, and she's been able to keep her food down. So her nausea is subsided for now. They only gave us 6 doses, so if her nausea lasts beyond that, we would have to take her in anyway, because that's not good. So they said she probably picked up a virus of some sort. I guess, I don't remember, but my husband was telling me that she got sick the first week of school last year too, in preschool. So the poor thing. And she was complaining of her throat hurting the first night. That's how this all began. And then she woke up. I mean, her throat hurt so much she was crying. And then she started just running to the bathroom every 10 minutes. And yeah, the poor baby. So she's just been resting today, lounging around, which I'm so glad they didn't have school today. So that's one less day of school she'll miss. I just wish people would not send their kids to school when they are sick with something contagious. I mean, she isn't contagious unless she's got a fever and she's got some congestion, a runny nose, and she said that the color of it, sorry to be so vivid, descriptive, but they said as long as, you know, it doesn't get to be a greenish color, so she's fine with that. But if she's not feeling good, I'm still not going to send her. I know it's important and all for her to be at school, but it's also important for her to be well. And if she is contagious, you know, I definitely don't want other kids to get sick, because then it ends up cycling and coming back over and over again, and then she never gets better. But she's in a class so much bigger than last year that I just have a feeling she's going to be getting sick a lot more, because she tends to not have as strong of an immune system as other little kids her age. We've always been having to keep an eye on that for her, going out in public and making sure she washes her hands and, you know, that kind of stuff. Let's see what else. Is there anything else I need to talk about? If there is, I forgot, because I did. Oh, no. Okay. So I was reading the Harry Potter book, the 5th one, The Order of the Phoenix, last drill with me. So I finished that, and then I finished the last 2 books of the Giver series. So I read The Messenger, I think that was the name of it, or it's just Messenger, and then the last one was named Sun. And the series to me was very confusing, because at first it was confusing. It didn't pick up right where the first one left off. If you've seen the movie or read the first book, I was expecting that, ooh, I want to see what happens next. I was expecting to find out what happened after the end of it, because it kind of leaves you hanging. But basically you don't find out until you've read all 4 books, because it's not a continuation from the first one, but they all tie together, and in the 4th book it all makes sense, and they're all yeah, that word, where it all merges and it makes sense at the end. So it's just basically a long story, that the books are like different chapters in the story, and the end is the end of Sun. Sun is the last book, so the end of it is the end of the story of all 4 books. So since I've stopped reading that, let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I also read The Shape of Water. So I've got that done. Okay, I need to turn my volume off, my computer, because I'm getting notifications now, and it keeps making that noise every time. So yeah, I read The Shape of Water, and I'd really like to see the movie now, but my husband just isn't in the mood for a romance, which is, you know, all he thinks it is. But I know differently, because I read the book, and only reason I knew about the movie was because we watched the Oscars. That's the one that they do movies in, I think. Oscars, or it's not Grammys. It's not I don't know, the Academy Awards. Yeah, that's it. So I heard about it, and it won so many, they won so many categories. I figured, oh, I'd like to see that movie. And then there was, so I've only seen the clips from the TV, from the previews, but I don't remember what they were. But it would be really interesting to see how it compares to the book. And let's see, the next book I think I'm going to read is probably one of my newer Stephen King books. Because I have a lot of them. I bought a few audiobooks when they came out. I just haven't gotten to them yet. But I have an Audible subscription. And it really helps having that subscription on getting books at a good price. And sometimes they have it where you can get, because you get 1 credit a month. And there's some months, sometimes they'll send you an email where they're having a special where you can get 3 credits for like $35. And that's less than what you pay for 3 months of subscription, where you would get 1 credit for each month. Because that would cost, it costs at least, it's either $14.99 or $15.99, I can't remember, for a month. And you can use the credit on any book. And so I normally save those credits for books that cost over the price of a credit. Because, I mean, I'm sure that's how they make money, is they sell people books with their credits that didn't even cost the month of their subscription. So, you know, you're actually losing money if you do it that way. So just, a lot of Stephen King books are really large, and so they go for, you know, $27, $28. Sometimes they're less, like $17, but still, you're saving money by using a credit. And I don't want to sound sales pitchy here. I'm just letting you know what I enjoy, what I do in my time that I'm not on camera. And Audible is something I've been using for almost 2 years now. And I like to listen to it before I start diamond painting. I would listen to books, and I've read a lot of books in the between last year and this year, because there's Goodreads is another website. I'll link my Goodreads down below too. I noticed Danielle from Stitcherista was, she linked her Goodreads down below, and I forgot, you know, people might be interested to friend you, because then you can get linked to the books they're reading and friend them. But anyway, they have a thing at the beginning of the year where you set a goal. You can set a goal for how many books you want to read that year. It's called the Book Challenge. And I put 12 books down last year, and I far surpassed it. This year I doubled it to 24, and I think I've doubled that one as well this year. And what was I saying? Oh, with Audible, they also send an email every day shortly after midnight for their daily deal. And they have books that you can get for anywhere from 99 cents to like $4.95 or $5.95. There's not very many that are the higher. Most of them are like $3.95. And I'll buy those sometimes because, you know, it sounds like a good book. And to get an Audible version of a book for $2 to $4, yeah. So that's part of being a member. And I think there's something else you get when you're a member. My husband and I both have actually a subscription, and we share our libraries. So we get 2 books a month for whatever the subscription is. And now they have this other thing where they have, I don't remember what it is, but they're books or stories that are made for Audible. Now you can get 2 of those a month for free. They added that in just recently. So I was able to get like a X-Files stories, a book of those for free. And I know you can get your first month of Audible for free. I'll see if I can find the link for you, and I'll put it down below if you want to try it out. But you also can have a book sent to you if you're not a member, or even if you've already received a free book from somebody sending you a book. I don't think you can get another one. But if if you've never received a book for free from somebody, then you can, someone can send you a book that you want to try or something. Like, if any of you are interested in, well, The Shape of Water, I checked that out from the library. But if, most Stephen King books I have, and if you're interested in maybe checking out Audible or whatever, just let me know, and I can send you one of my books that I have for free if you've never received one. And you can give it a try. But I just like to do things that will help other people, or, you know, give somebody the chance to do something that they never would have thought about doing. That's the whole purpose of my channel, is to help people. And knowledge is help in my eyes. So helping you know more about something is also my way of helping. And I know some people don't see it as help. They see it as something else. But my intentions aren't to sit here and try and sell you on something, because that's not my goal. That's not my purpose. And but I mean, I would be, if I was watching someone on YouTube on a regular basis, or even just happened across them, and they told me, hey, if you want a free audiobook, I can send you one. I would think that there's a hitch or something, but there's not. It's just how they basically advertise to people their services by giving out a free book your first time. And I had never received the free books, so my daughter also has. Is this not autofocusing? Because that's annoying. My daughter also has a subscription, and so I knew she had the Game of Thrones books, and I was interested in reading them at some point, and I'd never received a free book, so she sent one to me, and I got it. And then she sent one to my husband, who hadn't gotten a free book yet either. And so now we have the first 2 Game of Thrones books, and we, got them for free, because we had not received one yet for free. I just think it's neat. It's like getting a sample, but it's a full book. It's not just the sample of the book, it's the full thing. That's how I got my dad into Audible as well. I sent him a book I had that he was interested in. He actually ended up buying the entire series. I tried to let him know, but he read so fast that he didn't get a chance to even take advantage of the library, because the series has like 13 books in it. And we had bought the first 2 or 3, I think. And then I found my library, the audiobook library thing. It's called Overdrive. It's an app. So all the rest of the books were on there with the Audible audio version. So I didn't buy the rest of those books. I just rented them from the library. Only problem with the library is that you get the books only for 3 weeks, and you can only have 6 books on hold, which means if it's checked out already, then you can put that book on hold for when it comes available. They can automatically check it out for you, or you can try and grab it before somebody else does. But that I do the automatic checkout so that I make sure I get the book. Especially there was one book I was waiting since February, the end of February. I put the book on hold, and ends up that I ended up just buying the book. I had that book, so I had that book on hold 6 months, and I was finally at the top. I was like number 1 or number 2 in line for it, because of course they only had 1 copy of it. But a lot of these more popular books, they'll have like 8, 9, 10 copies of them. Like the Harry Potter books, they have several. And it depends on your library, because each library has their own assortment of books. So this is going by my library here in my town. But, so yeah, 6 months of having it on my, in my hold folder. And I ended up buying it on Amazon, on Audible, because they had a special thing where if you purchased 3 books or 4 books or something within that certain time frame, you'd get a $10 credit to your Audible account. And I had like 5 credits stacked up, saved up, and you can only have up to 6 credits, and then you won't get any more. So you have to use them, or you know, your next month you won't get one. So I had all these books, these credits saved up, so I decided to go ahead and buy a bunch of books that I've been thinking about getting, and I got a bunch. The book I had on hold for 6 months, I decided I'll just buy it because it's Stephen King, and it was a Stephen King book, and I like to own all his books anyway. I do have it in paperback, and I've read it before, but because I had just recently read the entire Gunslinger series of his, I wanted to read these other books that actually, have tie-ins. And Salem's Lot is a book that has a huge tie-in to the Dark Tower series. So it's been since I was in high school that I read the book. So I wanted to refresh my memory on it. I believe that was his 2nd book published, at least under the name Stephen King. Because I used to have my books on my shelf in order by publication. So Carrie was the very first book, or it was Carrie and then Christine. So it wasn't the second. Well, it was the 2nd or 3rd, because Carrie, Christine, and Salem's Lot are up there in the first 5 books that he published. I know he had stories that he published in magazines and such before he got his first book published, but I went by the copyright date on the front of the book because they didn't have internet back then to where I could do a search. And nowadays, I don't keep them in order. They're a decoration for me and just like a trophy, because I own all of his books, whether they are hardback, paperback, tradeback, or digital or audio, or both. And some of them I have more than one version. Like one has actually a pop-up book. It was made into a pop-up book, so I have that version as well. I like the trade back versions because they have the pictures in them of the Dark Tower. But I think audiobooks are one of the most ingenious invention because then you can you can do 2 things at once. My husband used to go to bed before me, long before me, so I would put my headphones on and listen to a book and crochet or knit. And time would get away from me. I mean, I would read this because I also read them in 2x speed. I worked my way up to 2x, but I can't listen to it in 1x speed anymore because it seems too slow. Too slow for me. It feels like you are going too slow. That's what it sounds like. That's what it feels like to me when I'm listening to it in normal speed. So, yeah, I really enjoy that feature where you can listen to it 2x. My dad actually turned me on to that because he was telling me that's how he got through those books so fast. And so I tried doing it. And man, oh man, I was able to get through books way faster. When we went on our vacation in March to California, to Disneyland and all that, I
love Disneyland.
I know you do.
Yeah, but I'm sick now.
I know you're sick.
Yeah, when I be 7, I can go to Disneyland.
Yep, when you're 7, we'll go again.
Yeah, I'm really worried.
Why are you worried?
Of Disneyland, but we can go back next year when I'm 7.
Yeah, we can go but next year. I don't think you know what worried means, though, baby. Because you're not worried. You're just excited. So when we're on our trip, it's a really long drive for us. So I had actually purchased this adapter from Wish. This was before AliExpress. And I have a jack in my van. An AV jack, I think it's called. Not sure. Anyway, it just plugs in, and it's a Bluetooth connector, so it connects to my phone. So my speaker basically goes through the car with this speaker. Hold on. What? Oh, you're underneath a blanket like a tent. Okay, so I've got to readjust. Hold on. I'm going to pause just so I can fix my seat. All right, so anyway, we hooked that up to the speaker in my van, and I was able, we got through like 4 books on our trip. Yeah. Because the books were normally 11 hours each. I lost my drill pin. And, oh, there it is. The trip, we would take our trip in 2 different days. And it was about 8 hours each day with stops and everything. So we were in double speed. We were able to get a book read in about 5 hours. And so each way, we technically could have gotten 4 books read each way. Or no, 1.5. Wait, each segment was 8 hours. And if it took us like 5.5 hours to read a book. So we basically could have gotten 1 book done per driving segment, so that would have been 4 books, and I think we did get 4 books done, because there was one day we went to Disneyland, and we went early. We went back to the hotel to take a little nap, and Teslyn wouldn't wake up. So she had went to sleep at like 5 o'clock by the time we got back to the hotel. She went to sleep at 5, and didn't wake up till the next morning. It was crazy. She was so tired, and that was just our, I think, 2nd day there, or 3rd day. We went for 5 days. Yeah, that was really rough. Okay, so, yeah, we took our tax returns and paid off our bills, and we had enough left over to do our trip. Anyway, what I was saying is, actually, those were my library books that I had was able to check out and read on our trip. But like I said, you get the books for 21 days, so you kind of have to. You can't just check it out and then hold it forever. You have to be able to get it read. And I've actually had books returned before I was finished reading them. Like the 3rd book in the Harry Potter series. I read it. I've read it in hardback before, but it's been so long ago I wanted to reread the whole series. But I didn't get through it. So I have it on my list to check it out again. Just because I want to refresh my memory. Because they reference it. They reference back to it. And I'm like, oh, do I remember that? Do I remember that? But anyway. I just want to show you real quick some of my pins I have in my store. I do actually have a store now on Facebook that you can go to and just purchase your pins there. And it doesn't have, it's so much easier, less hassle. And yeah, I have every one of these listed in the store. So I'm going to show you those here in just a moment. Alright, I know it's only been a second for you guys, but it's been about an hour for me. I had to, yeah, I had some stuff that I got interrupted with. But here's what I was showing was I still have the blue feather diamond painting pen. And I have this one is a stylus. I haven't converted this one, but I will be doing that here when I'm done. But this is a stylus on one end and then the diamond painting pen on the other. And I'm shipping out one just like this that's purple tomorrow. And I showed you guys this one. This is the flamingo, white flamingo with pink wings, diamond painting pen. Ooh, drill pen. And then this one has a grippy. And it is, well, just to put the lid on, you push I push the grippy back down. I pull it up to put the lid on it. But it's a pink flamingo with the pink wings. And then I have a blue unicorn. And these are all listed in the shop. I don't have this one in the shop. I don't have this one in the shop, but this one will be added later today. It's a little doggy, and the butt comes off for the diamond painting pen. And these are new. We've got a purple, glittery. These are a little heavier. This has some weight to it. So if you like something heavy to hold in your hand, a little more weighted, these are good. And it's got the diamond at the top. Look at that sparkle. So there's that. And then I also have one that's a black with white polka dots with the diamond. And I still have little dolphin. The tail comes off. Perfect for kids. Nice big fat grip. And then I have these. I have the keys. The key series. We've got the silver with the round top, the gold with the round top, the blue, and a pink. And these are pretty lightweight. They're plastic, they're not metal. The ones that are metal are, these are the, I don't know what kind of metal that is, but it's not plastic. So there you go. Those are the diamond painting and drill pins that I have in the shop. And I am expecting other packages. So, in fact, I've got a bunch of packages sitting here. But to me, it looks like these are all diamond paintings that I have. Yeah, so my husband got the mail during that time that I was paused. And he brought those packages back for me. So, I have something else to keep me busy. Yay! Alright, so I can get this tag started. I don't know how long it's going to take me to do it, but I will get it started at least. Let me open it up here. It is called, it says this tag is broken up into 3 sections: craft, music, and random. They chose the words craft instead of cross stitch Because the question could also work for diamond painting or really any other craft for that matter. Okay. My screen. Give me my screen back. All right. First question is the craft section. And I'm trying to downsize this a little bit so that I can see my screen at the same time. But I'm not having too much luck with it. Okay. All right, first question. When and why did you start your craft? Well, I started this about a year ago in August. I was actually working on cross stitch. I was working on my third piece of cross stitch that I had ever done. And while I was working on it, I was trying to figure out how I was going to frame it because I was planning to give it as a Christmas gift for Christmas last year. And I never finished it. But as I was looking on YouTube for possible framing videos, it kept bringing me to diamond painting framing videos, and there weren't very many. So I was looking at them and thinking, wow, there must be something to this, because, you know, I can't find any framing videos for cross stitch, but I can find them for this. And I couldn't for the life of me figure out why they had called this 5D cross stitch or whatever the name they were using it for, because it obviously was not cross stitching because there were little beads. So I looked into it a little bit, and I don't know how I found it, but I found this coupon for AliExpress. I think somebody had mentioned it in the comments or something about AliExpress. So I checked out AliExpress, and they had this coupon for $4 off your first order, or for new people. And I decided, well, I'll take a look. And I found one that cost $5 and ordered it. So I paid $1 for my very first diamond painting. And it is the one that I did my the Tombow Aqua Glue demonstration on. And then I did the framing video on it. That was my very first one I've ever ordered. And the funny thing is I received 4 of them. When I paid for one, somehow something got messed up in their system or whatnot, and yeah, I don't even know what company it was from, because the account that I used when I bought that's the only thing I ordered from them, and then I hadn't ordered after that. I didn't order anything else. I started seeing them on Wish and Amazon, so I started getting them there. But since I discovered from people saying AliExpress, and I've learned that you can choose your sizes, and there's a lot more options, you know, I've used them a lot since my first one. But anyway, yeah, I've been doing it a little over a year now, and as you can see, it's a big part of my life. Next question. What is your favorite thing about your craft? Hold on one moment. Well, I have several different clips here now, so I have no idea how long this video is at this point. But let's see, what was that question again? What is your favorite thing about your craft? Well, I like that it's basically mindless. I mean, it's not completely mindless, but I can sit here and be thinking about something else, and thinking and thinking and thinking, and still diamond paint at the same time. I can, you know, watch a movie for the most part, or I can listen to books, watch YouTube videos. Movies are a little harder because there's stuff you can miss, but I still diamond paint while I'm doing it. I just look up more. And I also like that it brought me into this my whole channel thing, because I've met a lot of really wonderful people, and without diamond painting, I would never have met some of you, or most of you, basically all of you. Because the people I know in real life, most of them aren't interested in this kind of thing. My sister started. She's just really busy, and she doesn't have that much time to do it. And, you know, of course, Stephanie started doing it, my daughter. And, but that's about it. People I know in person. So, yeah, that's what I like about diamond painting. The community, it has been so far really just something I haven't found. I need more color. Oh, yeah. There we go. Let me get this off. Man, that's on there tight. Okay, I'll do it this way. Let me get the next question. Yeah, I filled up my tray while I was looking at the question. The next question is my least favorite thing about diamond painting. My least favorite thing about diamond painting is the crappy canvases that I get, or the flawed gems, or, you know, just the stuff that I pay for that I expect to be, you know, that is included in a package and it's not there. I mean, I don't even mind the waiting from China. I don't mind. As long as my product that comes is going to be complete and in good condition. I don't like having to rake over every single one with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that it's in good condition. And then that doesn't even mean it's in complete condition at that either. I have to actually do it in order to find out if all the parts are there. And I don't like having to do that. I like to know that, you know, I'm going to be able to get my diamond painting, slap it together, put it in, you know, organize it, get it ready to drill, and I don't have to worry about a single drill missing. I don't have to worry about there being bubbles. I don't have to worry, you know. But that's all part of, you know, this craft, I guess, because of the fact that there's so many, it's labor intensive making diamond paintings. So I've just got to accept it. You know, it's my least favorite thing, but I deal with it. It doesn't mean, you know, I'm done because, you know, I can't handle having my drills too big or whatnot. I just am not going to put myself in time constraint on a diamond painting, even if I have it in my hands. Like the Christmas gifts, I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to be able to get them for Christmas. I haven't promised anything to anybody for Christmas, so, you know, I don't have to hold to my plans to do that. I could change that, because I have all the diamond paintings that I want to give to people for Christmas, but that, you know, I might get into it and there might be another issue with the drills, like I'm having with the one I'm working on now. And that's why I'm doing something else at the moment, because I can't finish it until those diamonds get here. They might be here because I just got 5 packages. And I don't know who they're from yet. I haven't opened them. And I'm kind of excited to find out. So yeah. That would be my least favorite. Yeah. So let me do this one. Okay. Now let me look at the next question. Next question. What horror story do you have involving your craft? For example, spilling coffee on an almost completed project. You know, I did not look these over and I didn't remember the questions that were asked when, oh, my camera is not in a good view. It slipped. So you may not have been seeing what I was doing. I'm so sorry. Okay. So I have to try and think of a horror story. I don't know if I have a horror story because no. I can't even think of, I mean, I've spilled a bunch of drills in my lap before when I was in my recliner and having to find them all with a flashlight, pulling my chair out and getting down there and looking, try and get them all, and then pulling them up and there was a bunch of hair in them from the carpet. You know, because how often do you really pull your chair out when it's in the corner of a room? I know, I'm not going to get into that because I'm sure some of you do it every time you vacuum, but I don't do the vacuum anymore, so I have to actually put a request in to have my chair vacuumed under. Anyway, tangent, off topic. My least favorite. Is that what we're still on? I don't remember. Did we go to another question? Oh, it's horror story. Yeah, probably just spilling drills, you know. Right now, I'm, like I said, I'm just waiting on a bunch of, like 11,000 drills for my custom that I started because they're too big and they're bubbling and it just is really hard to deal with. I've already started pulling some of them out that are too big, but it's a long process because I have already put a bunch on the canvas already. And who's to say that the replacement drills aren't going to be too big too? Man, that frog just won't go away. All right, now next question is, what have you ever struggled to finish a project? Why do you think you struggled? Well, because I found other things that I wanted to start. I've done this with crocheting and knitting as well. I have so many works in progress. It's not even funny. I can't even probably think. I probably would start counting them and then forget one or two because that's how many I have. Main one is a sweater I've been knitting for my brother for about 7 years now, and I've barely gotten maybe 12 inches done of it. So it's knitted, cable knitted, and it's a very big project. And mainly stop working on something because you see a new pattern or a new craft and you just have to do it and you can't wait to get started, and you just can't wait months and months down the line when the one you're working on will finally be finished to actually start. But you know, even with diamond painting, I've started that time lapse on the dragon, the color dragon. I really want to get back to doing that, and my Heaven and Earth design, I want to do those too. So it's just a matter, I think I need to actually make an agenda, not a time frame agenda or anything, but just something so that I can say, okay, when I'm done with this one is the next one I'm going to do. Or like if I'm going to work on my Heaven and Earth design, I'll say, okay, I'll work on that this week, and then I'll work on the color dragon the following week. you know, but you know, I have Christmas gifts that I'm trying to do before that, so, you know, I think that would be a good idea for me to write something out, because I just feel guilty when I start something and don't finish it. I really do. I feel like, oh my gosh, I spent all that money and I spent all this time doing this series and I've only done one page. But Christmas is coming and I needed to get Christmas gifts started. So I've either got to change my mindset about getting Christmas gifts done, which I already said that, you know, I'm not going to commit myself to it being a Christmas gift or whatnot. I do want to give it to my sister. I do want to get that one for Christmas, at least. I'm going to commit myself to one for Christmas. And even if I don't have it done by Christmas, her birthday's in January, but so is my husband's. And I want to get one done for him for his birthday. So there's 2 of them that I need to have finished by January 17th. Because my husband and my sister have birthdays right next to each other. One's the 16th and one's the 17th. Yeah. And then Teslin's birthday is going to be coming up in December, so I'm not going to make a diamond painting for her birthday. That's just silly, because I give her diamond paintings all the time when I finish them, or I will be giving them to her when I finish them. So she would rather have other things anyway. Alright, so what was the question? Struggled to finish a project. Yeah. Just because so many other things come up. Okay, where's your favorite place to do your craft? In my craft room. Actually, it's just where I do it because there's more room, quiet. My favorite place to do my craft is actually in my recliner in the living room, because it's very comfortable. It's the most comfortable there. I just don't have a tilt table in there, and I probably should get myself a little lap table, tilt table for when I do my projects in the living room, because right now what I'm using is just a pillow. I put it underneath my lap table. I have a lap table, it's just not tilting. And I just put a pillow underneath it to try and hold it up, but it doesn't work as well as my tilt table did. That was nice. My husband got me for Christmas, but I kind of broke it. Not my fault. So, next question. Do you remember how you felt when you completed your first project? Oh, let's see. First one I finished was no, because my first project that I started took me months to do, and I still never finished it because, well, I did finish it, but it was just recently because I did not have the drills to finish. And it was a whole big ordeal with trying to get the right ones sent back to me, because I bought it on Amazon and the kit was missing. I didn't do an inventory because I had no idea. I didn't know I was supposed to do an inventory. And I did run out of 4 or 5 colors. And I requested the new colors from the seller. And like 2 months later, they finally came. And when they did, I didn't open them right away. So then when I did open them to actually complete my diamond painting, I found that he sent 2 of the colors, but the other 2 were the wrong color. It's because, I found out it was because they changed the actual diamond painting to be a smaller size, and they no longer used one of those colors in it, so obviously he didn't have them there, I guess. And then I wrote him again, and I said, you still didn't send me the right colors. You only sent these 2 colors. These 2 are still missing. So what he did was he sent me a new painting. The smaller one that he now sells in the shop, instead of the bags of drills so that I could complete it. He sent me a new painting, and that new painting does not have the colors I needed. At least one of them. So I was still short 1 color. But as I ordered more and more diamond paintings, I was finally able to get the colors needed to finish it, and I did finish it, and it didn't feel as good as it should have. But the second one I finished was just a little rainbow cat I did for Teslin, and I don't know, it's not the finishing when you do a small one. It's not that, it's just a sense of accomplishment, I guess. But when you finish a big one, especially when it's a gift for somebody, I know the feeling about that, because that's what my next one was when I finished the one that is my profile picture on Facebook. I was just so happy because I could finally give her this gift that I'd been working on forever. And I don't know why it took me forever to do that one, but it did. So it's just a sense of accomplishment. You know, a feeling of accomplishment is how it makes me feel to finish one, no matter what size. Number 7, do you remember? Oh wait, that was number 7. Number 8, are there any subjects you gravitate towards? Religion, Halloween, flowers, etc. Fantasy. Hold on, I got someone at my door. Okay. It's madhouse when everybody's home. Are there any subjects you gravitate towards? Okay, yeah, and I said fantasy because I like the unicorns, I like the gaming videos, the gaming paintings, you know, World of Warcraft, dragons, fairies, unicorns, if I didn't already say that. And then there's the Disney type cartoony paintings that I like to do. I like to do things with masquerade, masks. I can't remember what those are called. I think I just called them masks. But, you know, the kind that people would wear to masquerades. That's kind of what this one here reminds me of. Even though it kind of looks like more like a jester. And, what else? I like to do ones that represent my favorites. I mean, if they had a diamond painting of Jeff Probst, I would probably buy it. Or I could make and do a custom of Jeff Probst and Phil Keegan from Amazing Race. That would be an amazing picture. Bet you there is one out there. But I don't know if I'd do it. Put it on my wall. I don't know. I don't really like to do paintings of people unless they're family, you know, because it's like, what am I going to do with that? You know, if it's a knight or a fairy or something like that, that's different. I'm talking about real people. That's why I've had this one in my folder called Ideas for Customs. I have a folder on my computer named that, and I have one for Negan. And I like the picture. I just can't see myself actually putting it on the wall or something. But I do have one coming that somebody else had ordered. And it's an exception to, you know, what I really don't prefer to do. And I think it's because it's basically a montage of all the people in this show. It's not just one person. Because, I mean, if I was a teenager, that would be great. I could put it on my bedroom wall. And my husband wouldn't have an issue. Because I wouldn't be married. But being married, it's a little different. Yeah, so. But he has Doctor Who he's going to put on the wall. And that kind of, I don't know, that's just kind of the same thing, isn't it? So I'm going to just go through these craft questions, and then I'll do the other two in another video. Since this movie, yeah, this is like a movie. This video is probably over an hour long by now. And dinner is almost ready, and I just can't keep Teslin at bay any longer. So, let's see what the next question is. Number 9. So I have 2 questions left. What completed project would you most like to revisit in the future, and would you make any changes? Yeah, actually, I think the picture, that's my profile picture of me and my best friend Karen, my childhood, long time, forever ago, 30 some years, since 1980, so almost 40 years, wow. Because, yeah, it's been 38 years. But anyway, the one I did of the 2 of us, I think I would have rather have gotten it bigger. Because I think I only did a 30 by 40 on that one. But I paid like $25 because I got it off Wish. I didn't know anything about AliExpress, and I knew very little when I bought it. So, yeah, I think I would make it bigger and maybe crop out some of the, well, there really wasn't a lot to crop out. I already did crop it, but I think I would have enhanced it a little bit or something, at least gotten it bigger so that it wasn't so pixelated. I think it still looks good, but keep in mind that's only a 30 by 40 is why I'm saying this. You can still see a lot of pixelation in it. But yeah, I would make it bigger. Definitely. I don't think there's any others that I've finished that I would, because I've finished a lot of partials. And I've framed a total of 3 diamond paintings. One of them was the custom that I gave my friend, because it was supposed to be her Christmas present, then birthday present, and then I just gave it to her when I finished it. Which was, I finished it shortly after I made this channel. So back in May. Can't believe it's been 3 months. I'm going on 4 months. Almost 4 months, has it? June, July, August. Yeah, it's been almost 4 months. On the 16th. I think that's my inception date was the 16th of May. So, yeah, not bad. But I started it, I think, back in September of last year. Okay, last question. Last question is, what is something about your craft you know now that you wish you knew when you first began? Probably, let's see, what I know now that I didn't back when I first began. I think I wasted a lot of money on Wish. I didn't know about full and partial. I didn't know between gemstone and resin. I wish I had known about all the YouTube videos that were out there to begin with. I wasn't even thinking about YouTube to begin with when well, there wasn't a lot on YouTube anyway when I did decide to look. So, I don't know that that would have helped me a lot. I mean, Nick Reeder has had her channel for a long time. And she's been doing diamond paintings, you know, long before I even heard of it. Or a lot of us probably have. Long before a lot of us heard of what diamond painting really was or whatever. But she was probably one of the only ones who had a diamond painting channel back then. But I wish, let's see, what can I think of that I wish I knew? I guess there's a lot of stuff, you know, just the basics. But it didn't turn out too bad because once I did start watching YouTube, I learned a lot and I made better choices. Maybe I can say, let's see. I wish I knew about AliExpress sooner. There we go. Even though I did know, I did know about it, but I didn't think to use them. I don't know why. I ordered that one painting, and then because I was using Wish a lot at the time. Not just for, diamond painting, obviously, but I was using it for everything. And I'm so glad. I wish I had known about AliExpress when I first started. There you go. Because I do. I really wish I had. I would have saved a lot of money in shipping charges that I paid out to the Wish stores. Alright guys, so that's the last of the craft questions, and this video is probably way too long, and it's going to take me forever to get it uploaded and rendered and all that stuff, so I'm going to end this here. But since you know that I got mail, you can bet I will be doing, I will have some other first impressions for you to do. Pre-review type videos. And I'll get to see what came, because I don't know what they are, and I'm not looking at my tracking information, as I said in my last video, because I want to be surprised. I want to see what it is with you guys. Alright? So, until the next video, as I always say, please like this one if you did. They really do help my channel with the growth. And the more I grow, the more diamond paintings I can show you guys, and the more products that I can review for you, so you can see if it's something worth buying. And the more likes I get, that's where it starts. More likes, the better. Please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And hit that bell button if you want to be notified of when I do post more videos like this and others. And I'm on a roll, so I'm kind of going mindless here. And until next video, have fun diamond painting. I love you guys. I really appreciate you being here and supporting me and having my back. Taking care of me, basically. Emotionally, I guess. So, video-ily. If that's not a word, I know it's not. But thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being there. Thank you for going on this journey with me. It would have been a lonely ride alone had you not joined me. So I will see you later. Bye, guys.